It's a battle for Big Ten supremacy as a team with aspirations deep into the month of March takes on the conference surprise looking to chart a path of their own. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Illinois Fighting Illini, two ranked teams, two exciting teams, ready to battle it out this Wednesday night. Good evening, everyone, for the State Farm Center in Champaign, Illinois, and streaming live on Big Ten Plus. On the call, I'm George Gorey alongside Will Charlton. Alec Gilmore will join us shortly. But Will, let's start with the Hoosiers, ranked 6th in the country for a reason. So much quality depth on this squad. They play fast, they can draw multiple defenders, and they have a big piece back that they didn't have in the first matchup between two teams, and that being Grace Berger.
Absolutely right, George. Grace Berger being back tonight is so huge for this Indiana team. Was not in that game on December 4th in that very narrow Hoosier win in which Illinois led 61-60 with just under a minute to play. But Shauna Green, the head coach of Illinois, called Grace Berger one of the best players in the country, and that she adds to that Indiana height on their team. Even her own coach called Grace Berger one of the most skilled, if not the most skilled players she's ever coached. So Grace Berger is having a very stout season for the Hoosiers, coming in with 11.1 points per game, shooting just over 48% for the field, and can shoot the three ball. Doesn't do it often, but she can hit it. Has only attempted 8 on the season, but she does shoot just over 37% from behind the arc. So she's a very tricky player, and the Illini will have to find a way to stop her defensively to have success tonight.
And to that Illini squad, a Cinderella team in the Big Ten that, again, I don't think anyone outside of themselves thought they would find success this quickly. They gave Indiana a run for their money last time, coming up 4 points short. A win tonight perhaps vaults them into second in the Big Ten standings.
Yeah, no, absolutely right. I mean, talking about jumping to second in the Big Ten standings, Iowa and Michigan State are playing right now, and Michigan State's up at halftime. So we'll have to see how that goes. But Illinois, I mean, if you would have told me they would be ranked in January at the start of the season, I don't think I would have believed you. I mean, what Shauna Green has came in and done for this team and this program, 1 year, George, 1 season after they had 1 conference win and 7 wins overall, I'm almost speechless with how impressive it is what she's done with this program. I mean, they're already sitting at 5 conference wins, and they had a very incredible start to the season, but bringing in transfers like Makira Cook, Genesis Bryant, and Bryn Shoup Hill have been an absolute game changer for this Illini team.
And as we preview the starting lineup, something to note, speaking of those players for Illinois, Indiana has a big height advantage all the way around in this game, particularly in the backcourt. Those 2 players you mentioned for Illinois, Makira Cook and Genesis Bryant, are both 5'6". McKenzie is 5'10", and 5'10 is the height of Indiana's smallest starter, Grace Berger. So you're going to at least have a 4-inch difference in the backcourt, something that should heavily favor the Hoosiers' way. How do you respond to that if you're Illinois? Do you throw out a bigger lineup, or do you try and play your game and force the other team to adjust? And it seems like Shauna Green is going with the latter to start here.
Well, George, I mean, it kind of comes down to thinking about Kendall Bostic's got to do what she did in the last matchup. I mean, fell just short of a double-double in the game on December 4th. Bostic was really impressive, but you have to have depth like Giovanna Lopez coming off the bench and providing that spark like she did against Minnesota in the last game. So
Quickly
we'll have to pay real attention to the front court battle today.
Now over to Makira Cook at the top of the key. Bostic playing out at the 3-point line. Very interesting to see indeed. Shoup Hill trying to get involved inside. Now back to Makira Cook. Cook looking to drive inside on 2 Hoosier players, and she gets it through.
Makira Cook, beautiful drive there. George, she had 33 points in the first matchup, but she can't be the only Illini to score double figures today. But incredible move there by Makira Cook. Great way to get it started in a packed State Farm Center here on this Wednesday night Big Ten matchup.
Yeah, she carried them indeed in the last game. The aforementioned Grace Berger with a nice pivot and inside for the 2.
Grace Berger just gets it done in the small ways. I mean, she's such a dangerous player overall. Like we said, Terry Morin called her arguably the best player she's ever coached, so shows her off her skills right there and ties it up quickly.
Parrish trying to stop the handoff from McKenzie, but a nice physical play inside. That's a hallmark of her game.
Oh, yeah. Adalia McKenzie loves to drive to the hole. She can get open really easily, so quick, so shifty, and she really proved that there on that nice drive.
Wide inside to Moore McNeil off the miscommunication from Illinois. This is a slugfest to start out.
Yeah, I mean, we know it's going to be an interior battle, George. 2 layups for each team so far. 2-point possessions for each team. It's going to be a very, very closely contested interior matchup.
And the big discussion for Shauna Green going into this game for Illinois was you need to limit Indiana from the three-point line. The Hoosiers going right to the twos to start out, as looks like a reach will be called on Sydney Parrish. Indiana coming off of a 37-point rout against Wisconsin, a wire-to-wire victory. Having only dropped one on the season to Michigan State. Again, the Spartans in a deadlock with Iowa right now. We'll provide you updates on that game as this goes. But if Iowa falls and Illinois wins, they jump into second in the Big Ten standings. Cook off the screen from Bostic, doubled nonetheless. Out to McKenzie, has to get it from the shot clock, and she hits.
Yeah, they're going to need her to be really active tonight, and she already has 4 quick points, so it's a great sign for Shauna Green's squad. Adalia McKenzie's got to be a double figures tonight if they want success.
Share the load, spread it out, without a doubt, is a nice spin move from Mackenzie Holmes. And we saw her working on a lot of those plays in pregame.
She sure was. Mackenzie Holmes dominated the first matchup, and she's off to a really good start so far tonight. Holmes is going to be a very big difference maker in the height battle tonight, so we're going to have to keep a real good eye on that Bostic-Holmes matchup.
McKenzie, heat check, she hits. 6 points out of 8 already for Illinois.
Well, that's a great sign like we were just talking about for Shauna Green's squad. McKenzie hot early.